I again welcome you all to this channel with my warm wishes for a very safe and good day to you all. In this video, we are going to discuss about another diabetes. In the previous video, we have already discussed about diabetes insipidus, its causes and different types of insipidus. Okay. So, let us discuss about diabetes mellitus in detail. Okay. Diabetes, the topic diabetes mellitus. Okay. It is one of the dreadful disorder which leads to inactivation of a number of physiological functions and also silently kill all other body parts, internal organs. Okay. The ability of all other organs of the body has been affected by it. So, let us come to diabetes mellitus in detail. Okay. There are two different types of diabetes mellitus, type 1, type 2 diabetes mellitus. What is the difference between type 1 and type 2? We will read here. Type 1 diabetes mellitus is due to insufficient insulin. Okay. Here not sufficient insulin, but here insulin present but its receptors inactive. Okay. This is the basic difference between type 1 mellitus and type 2 mellitus. Okay. Insulin, first of all we will discuss about type 1 in detail, then we will go to type 2. In type 1 mellitus, the insulin producing cell get destroyed. Okay. Here it is due to destruction of insulin producing cells, that means beta cells. Okay. It usually occurs at childhood, also at adult stage, at any stage it will happen. Okay. The increased urination, tiredness, weight loss, increased thirst, hunger, dry skin, blurring in vision, these are the basic symptoms of this type 1 diabetes. Okay. So, what are the causes? First come to the causes. The basic causes are the causes. Come to the causes in this box. The causes are not certain, the causes are uncertain. It is due to genetic or due to environmental factors. This is maybe genetic or due to environmental factors. These are the basic causes. So, insufficient insulin is produced. When insulin is insufficient, what happens? Remember, there is a GLUT4 receptor. GLUT4 receptor. Suppose this is the cell, this is a cell. This cell consists of GLUT4 receptor. Okay. What happens? The GLUT4 receptor bind with insulin so that it can allow glucose to enter into cell. There is a receptor here, this receptor receptor of insulin. When insulin is absent, the receptor cannot activate this receptor. Activate this GLUT4 receptor. GLUT4 receptor function, the function of GLUT4 receptor is to transport the glucose and convert it into glycogen. When this receptor is not filled by insulin, then the GLUT4 is not active, so that the blood glucose level became high, causing diabetes mellitus. Okay, so this is the basic cause of type 1 diabetes. Okay, what are the symptoms in this type 1 diabetes? I have already told you, it causes increased urination. It causes, the major symptoms are increased urination increases. What happen? Then tiredness, increased urination, thirsty, the individual became thirsty, the irritation, feeling of irritation, the individual became very much tired, skin became dry skin, there is a blurring in vision. These are the basic symptoms of type 1 diabetes mellitus. Then come to type 2 diabetes mellitus. What is type 2 diabetes mellitus? I have already told, it is not insulin dependent. When insulin is sufficiently present, still then this diabetes is caused. How and why it is causing? Remember, it is otherwise called as adult onset diabetes. Adult onset diabetes. What are the basic cause? Due to older age, due to family history, these are the basic causes are older age, due to hereditary effect, it is due to obesity, due to inactiveness, that means due to non-performing exercise of the body, due to less glucose metabolism in the body, the type 2 diabetes mellitus appear. Okay, what happen in this condition? Insulin resistance is caused. Insulin resistance occur. Insulin produced by beta cell, but it is not properly responded by receptor. Suppose this is the cell, it have the receptor, insulin receptor, and here is GLUT4 receptor. The GLUT4 receptor perform its function to transport glucose, and insulin receptor has to bind with insulin molecule. So what happen? Insulin produced in such cases, but the sensitivity to insulin for this receptor reduces. It binds slowly. So it binds slowly. Slow binding with receptor. So when the receptor binding is slow, the GLUT4 is also slow. It is not activated properly. So glucose transport is slow. Glucose transport slow. Blood glucose level increases, causing diabetes mellitus 2. Okay. The type 2 diabetes can be converted into type 1. Okay. So these are all about type 1 and type 2 diabetes mellitus. Okay, so it is all about diabetes mellitus. Please like and subscribe the video if you like it. Thank you all.